mid-morning.
Good mid-morning.
Wax on.
Wax on. Wax off. No, Demolition Man.
I don't know. I'm too tired.
You're too tired?
A little bit. Hey,
Okay.
look how they fancily cut these freaking bananas.
You're fascinated by the bananas?
Seriously, look at this.
So, good morning.
Good morning.
Coming to you live from All About You. And where are we?
All about you.
No, what village are we in?
Yukon.
We're in Yukon, Oklahoma. This is where the sleep deprivation comes in. Someone worked all night.
Someone just stayed up all night.
I was up until 3:30-ish, maybe.
It was 4 something.
4 something, whatever she says. And so we're here now having breakfast. It was someone's inspired idea. Thank you for this wonderful idea.
You're welcome.
You can't get the full effect because I don't have the love and passion on the wall background, but I was SRKing earlier.
As per usual.
Yes, nothing.
I can't take them anywhere.
She can't take me anywhere. It's terrible, folks.
It's okay.
Well, actually, I took you here. I drove.
You drive all the time.
This was your idea.
You drive all the time.
Okay. So we're here for breakfast. It's one of our. Is it one of our favorite places?
Yeah.
Well, not just for breakfast, but for other things. Again, sleep deprivation, folks.
I mean, come on. They have bulgogi and egg and wrap. Breakfast. That's yours.
Yes.
It's juicy.
It's a juicy bulgogi breakfast wrap.
Your napkin's pretty useful too.
And she just wiped her nasty, filthy paw on my napkin.
My nasty, filthy paw, huh? It's not so nasty and filthy when it makes you food.
You're right. It's not. So it's not nasty and filthy all the time. So
It's
anyway.
nasty and filthy right now. I watch more than you do. Can I get the grape now?
Okay, so we have these wonderful, cute little spoons here for our tasty beverages.
It'd be a very big spoon for Baby Yoda.
All right, it would be a very big spoon for Baby Yoda, which we'll talk about more in a bit. So I'm using it on my caramel macchiato. And what are you drinking?
Korean blend.
Korean blend, but not a blended Korean. And earlier, just before we started rolling, I picked up a grape with my spoon and dunked it into my macchiato and ate it. And she was disgusted by this. But then what did you do?
I accidentally dropped my stupid grape into my tea.
She accidentally dropped her grape into her tea. So
But
can I retrieve it?
yeah.
Okay, so we're going to retrieve the grape.
See, this is not weird because fruit goes in tea a lot.
It makes it fruit tea.
Yeah, exactly. But that abomination you created earlier, dipping it into the stupid coffee with the chocolate and caramel, this is nasty. Don't do that.
It's not nasty. I can feel your look.
Stop being weird.
Okay, so
You get my grape.
this is really good. If you've never been to All About You, they have
He's
one.
going to tell you all about it.
I'm going to tell you all about you. So hey, we'll show the logo here.
I've been showing it.
Look at that. Oh yeah, we're all about branding and marketing and shameless plugs for things we like. Hey, is there a logo on this side too? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, look at that. I had no idea. So
I need one to go.
they have a number of locations throughout the Oklahoma City metro area, and one location down south in South Lake, Texas, on the periphery of the enormous village of Dallas. And so how would you describe this place? A Korean-inspired coffee shop, coffee house? So, yeah, they have wonderful food things. Normally dinner is the bulgogi bento box.
Korean Starbucks, but with better food.
Korean Starbucks with better food, that's what she said.
And desserts.
And desserts, and
breakfast.
pastries, and pastries, and just all kinds of
You should
yummy.
tell them that story.
The pastry
Of the
story.
pastry.
Okay, so we were at Panera Bread, right? Which one was it? Was it the one
Off
in,
of I-40.
in Midwest City?
No?
No.
No, it was the one here. 40 in Rockwell or whatever.
Okay, so we were at this Panera Bread, and we're waiting in line, and this gentleman in front of us asked about their pastries.
He said he wanted a Danish pastry.
A Danish pastry, not a pastry, mind you, but a pastry. because.
And the lady behind the counter was like, "A what?"
Oh yeah, a what? What are you
I'm
talking
sorry,
about?
what, sir? He said a pastry? Pastry. And she's like, pastry? Oh yeah. And that's what happened.
And that's what happened.
And the two of us were behind him going, when is it appropriate to laugh?
Yes, we didn't understand what in the world they were talking about.
But then again, that dude may have just been tired. Maybe he worked a night shift, day shift, something.
Yeah. So again, we have our plate of fruits and our bulgogi wrap. Not a breakfast bulgogi burrito, but a wrap. Oh, it's juicy and dripping with bulgogi juice. That's the flavor you savor, folks. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
It's always so good. This is so good too. What is this? Kenny G Plays Christmas?
Oh, yeah. This is an interesting way they have
I
sliced
told
these things.
you.
I know you told me, but I didn't fully appreciate the magnitude of how cool these banana slices are.
They're chunks.
Yes.
Chunks.
Chunks.
Chunks. Banana chunk.
So there you have it. Korean Starbucks, better products, better food, better desserts and pastries.
Better chairs.
Oh, and the
I
decor.
still like Starbucks
The
though.
decor is pleasant. Yeah, she still likes Starbucks,
If this
but
place had a drive-thru or an app with order ahead pickup, I'd be here.
So before we came in, we were talking about that cute little green thing.
Baby Yoda.
What?
Baby Yoda.
Yeah, you have to speak up.
What? I gave you the look, didn't I?
Yes, you did. You can't whisper. There's a thing way over there that's going to pick up the sound.
Everything way over there.
No, I'm a thing way over here. I'm right here. I'm not over there. Oh, look, a doggy.
You keep talking, and there'll be a thing over there.
Okay, but you see
No
the
puppy, it's a
doggy?
big puppy.
It's a big puppy because we're right next to, what is it, Petco, PetSmart?
I still want another puppy.
A pet store of some sort is right next
Still
door.
waiting for my other puppy.
Okay, so what's the green thing?
Not my puppy.
Not your puppy. Yes, Baby Yoda is not your puppy.
Yeah, because he's not real, and they never made any merchandise, apparently.
That Jim and the holograms over there with their pink hair.
What?
Jim and the holograms.
Whatever, we're talking, okay. Oh, because she has pink hair.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, you talk, I eat.
okay, Baby Yoda, and I was talking about my friend Tony, who
Stark?
No, Tony Kenyon, not Tony Stark. We were having a discussion about the show The Mandalorian
And now you
last night, and he thought that the baby Yoda was literally Yoda as a child when Yoda was only 50 years old instead of 980 or whatever he was when he died at the end of or midway through Return of the Jedi.
Spoilers!
Yes, for those of you that have not seen Return of the Jedi, Yoda dies.
Yeah, he does. It's pretty sad.
Oh yes. Anyway,
It sucks.
I had explained to him that
Hey, Dad.
Hey Valerie, happy late birthday.
Oh, yeah, hi!
Yeah. What?
Nothing.
You certainly were not excited anymore.
I said, oh, hi, and I was like, oh, it was her birthday the
Yes,
other day.
yes, it was, and we're saying happy late birthday to you, Valerie, because we heart you.
Okay, continue.
So anyway, I was explaining to him that no, this was not Yoda as a child because the show takes place in the year 9 ABY, which is 5 years after Return of the Jedi, which led to us having a discussion about what ABY and BBY means in terms of the Star Wars universe. And you had some interesting ways of saying that and your theories on what it stood for.
Yeah?
So what did you say ABY stood for?
Anastasia Beverly Hills.
Anastasia? Not
It's a
Anastasia?
makeup company.
Oh, Anastasia Beverly Hills. Not Beverly Hills, but Yills.
Hills.
Because it's ABY.
I don't know. You asked me on a sleep-deprived morning. It's been 16 hours since I've seen the inside of my eyelids. I don't know.
You just saw them right then. You blinked. Or did it happen so fast that you didn't see it?
Next time you want to sleep, I'll just tell you to blink a bunch and you'll be fine.
Okay. Now, how did I try to explain ABY and BBY to you? You know, the ADBC thing?
I guess you do.
Okay.
You should explain. You explain to me, you explain to them.
Okay.
You explain to Lucy.
I'm not going to explain to Lucy, get it? Because I love Lucy. Okay, so.
Yeah, tell me stuff. Tell me stuff, Professor Cool.
All right, so you have BBY, which is before the Battle of Yavin, and then ABY, which is after the Battle of Yavin. You know, that is the demarcating event in the Star Wars universe, and that's how they reckon time now.
Before Baby Yoda, after Baby Yoda. Why didn't I think of that before?
You know what? They really should realign everything that way, before Baby Yoda and after Baby Yoda. But for now, they go with the Battle of Yavin, which was the battle in which the first Death Star was destroyed.
Ah.
So, do you get it now?
I must be the lemon.
Yeah. And so, the Force Awakens, I believe, takes place the year 34 ABY. So 25 years after The Mandalorian. Are you picking your teeth and trying to hide it?
It's a piece of tortilla got stuck.
A piece of tortilla? Is that really what these are made out of? I don't think that's what these wraps are
It's a
technically.
freaking tortilla. What is it?
They don't.
Is it roti?
They don't have
It's not
tortillas
roti.
in Korea.
I've been eating that all my life. There's not roti there.
Okay. But all right,
Put it in your mouth and eat it.
like Chef's salty chocolate balls. No, you put those in your mouth and suck
Suck
them.
'em. This you eat.
Put it in your mouth and eat it.
Just eat it. Slurp.
They're so good. They're so good. I mean, really, folks, if you're not busy right now, come on by. We'll be here for a while. I know some of you, have to wait till lunch breaks or whatever, and that should be coming up soon because it's oh my goodness, it's an analog face on my Apple Watch. So it looks like we're coming up on 11 a.m.
How long are you going to make me stay out here?
Until we're done eating. But 11, that's like lunchtime for a lot of people. 11 noon. We won't be here that long. But remember the thing about the college students in England complaining about the analog watches?
Oh yeah, I was
clocks?
thinking about that when you said, "Oh look, it's an analog baseball."
See, we're on the same page. That's why we're married, because we sync up on the same wavelength that way. So for those of you that don't know,
We're married.
well, no, about the watches and the clocks. So this is totally ripping on millennials here. Students, college students, supposed adults in England, the United Kingdom, Great Britain.
Just because you're in college does not make you an adult always.
So true. So these college students were complaining about having analog clocks in their classrooms. That is, not digital clock, a clock that has a big hand and a little hand. And they were upset because they don't know how to tell time on one. They don't know how to read a clock. And because of this, they were stressing out because they weren't able to determine how much time they had remaining during their exams. And now, I think this is particularly hilarious considering Big Ben being one of the most famous landmarks of the United Kingdom and one of the things that England is known for, right? And it is very, very not digital.
It's so good.
Yes, it is so good.
We can sit here and wait for everybody, but you're gonna have to give them a copy.
I'll have to give you my coffee or get you more coffee?
Get me more coffee.
Okay. Well, your blended Korean tea is almost done anyway.
It's so yummy.
It is. What are you looking at?
I'm trying to read, but my eyes aren't focusing. This is why you drive. Because I'm always sleep deprived.
think it's official that the sleep deprivation has kicked into the point.
Where I'm no longer goofy?
Oh no, you're definitely still goofy.
Oh.
But I don't think we're going to be sufficiently entertaining. I think we've run out of
You
things.
missed your opportunity, man.
You're right. We need to have drones that float around and film us so that we're ready at a moment's notice when the really entertaining stuff happens.
I'm not that entertaining. I'm not that entertaining.
Are you photogenic?
No, but it's happening.
It is happening. I was hoping you. There you go.
It's kind of cute how cute you think this stuff is, but it's not. But
It's cute to
but
me.
you're cute. Do the face, do the face, do the face, do
Okay.
the face.
All right. This is what she calls the cute face.
Yes, it is. Oh my God, you're so cute. I'm gonna kill you.
Right now, as Margaret Cho would say, she
Don't know what to do.
So, for any Margaret Cho fans or people that aren't familiar with Margaret Cho, in one of her stand-up routines, one of the things she's famous for is impressions of her mother. And there's one track entitled "Daddy Gay Story" that it's her doing an impression of her mother telling her a story about her father having a gay encounter when he was a young man in college in Korea, in South Korea. This is after the war, because there's also stories she talks about, her parents growing up during the war and learning how to hide things. But it's hilarious, and there's a part where she talks about sometimes you have a friend, a real good friend, and you love them so much that you don't know what to do. And you should check it out. So look it up. Margaret Cho, Margaret Cho, Daddy Gay Story. I made a burp. I said excuse me, so that's how it is. All right, we're out. Don't choke and die. Do I need to smack you in the back?
Something.
Does that ever help? It never helps me.